Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. In today's video, I will finally discuss my full thoughts on Isak to Liverpool, Ekitike to Liverpool, Kerkez to Liverpool, Wirtz to Liverpool, everyone to Liverpool in today's video. Because I want to talk about this new Liverpool project. I mean, that's how big this summer transfer window is. It's a project in itself. We'll discuss quickly the Isak rumors that are coming out. Then I want to discuss how the team can look. What I see coming from this Liverpool team. First, to discuss the Isak situation, there seems to be like a dispute between Newcastle and Liverpool, as he's been so far this summer transfer window. Exclusive, Newcastle baffled by Liverpool's £110 million low ball bid for Alexander Isak, 10 million below informal offer. Sources believe they're strongly long striker and going to conduct la. And then the other report here from Ben Jacobs, exclusive, Liverpool have no plans as it stands to bid again for Alexander Isak this window. Nature of Newcastle Roberto remains Liverpool. No, not follow up with a second offer, regarded of the future unless offer rejected was 110 million. And Isak has already obviously agreed to join Liverpool. Isak, I still think he will go to Liverpool, but Newcastle making it as hard as possible. They still want to find a replacement. They wanted Ekitike in the beginning. He went to Liverpool. They wanted Cisco after that. Cisco looks to be interested in going to a move to Manchester United rather. And at the moment, I've seen them linked to Ollie Watkins, and I think Ollie Watkins would go to them. No other big club will be competing with Newcastle for Ollie Watkins, and I think I know it's a little bit of an upgrade. You know, Aston Villa are still a good side and so on, but I could see Ollie Watkins leave, especially seeing him not start in the big UCL games last season. Maybe he would want this move, and then they could sell Isak. The issue is at the moment is the money. New reports mentioning Newcastle want more. 10 million below informal offers. So the informal offer is 110 million. But I've heard it's 110 plus bonuses. So I think Liverpool probably come back with a slightly better offer, and Newcastle this time will accept. They just want to make the story as big as possible and drag on with it. But I still see Isak heading to Liverpool. And me as a Swede, you know, Isak, I've always rated his talent. He comes from my local club, IK. Then obviously went to Dortmund, didn't go the best. Took a move to the Eredivisie, went really well there. Then went to Sociedad, struggled a bit in the beginning, played better, got this Newcastle move, and has just been building up since then. And he deserves, footballistically, where he's done in the pitch, he deserves a move. Yes, people may question the way he wants to move, but he's told Newcastle, I want to leave. That's the best way he can do. Yes, I know that he's now training in Spain and so on, but that's because Isak believes this deal should have been done a long time ago with Liverpool putting enough money. But obviously Newcastle, they've seen Liverpool make 150 million bid for Wirtz or whatever it was. They know Liverpool can make that kind of money. And then talking about Liverpool's transfer window, like this is an absolute humongous transfer window from Liverpool. And me as a football supporter, I love this. Especially with Liverpool being our toughest game last season. I love that, you know, they're competing, they're getting tougher, and that's what football and top high quality competition is all about, competitiveness. I want the football world to be as competitive as possible, because then when we win the Champions League, when we win our games, it will mean more. It will have more value. If we beat this Liverpool team, well, it will have a lot of value, especially after this insane summer transfer window where they've spent close to 400 million. You know, it a bit resembles when Paris Saint-Germain went out and bought Neymar and Mbappe. Not really the same, but Wirtz, Isak, that's probably the most similar two-player window since Neymar and Mbappe was bought to PSG. I can't think of anyone else. Back in the day, you obviously had Ricardo Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Karim Benzema in one window for Real Madrid. But I can't think of a double swoop like this. Putting alongside the Kerkez, Frimpong, and Ekitike, Liverpool are cooking. Now, let's take a look at the team and my thoughts on how this team will go. One thing I want to mention is Arne Slot. One thing he made sure during the entire PSG tie was to compliment Paris Saint-Germain, compliment Luis Enrique and the way he's got Paris Saint-Germain playing. And I think he will, you know, with the signings of Frimpong and Kerkez, it definitely looks like he's trying to copy some of the Paris Saint-Germain model. And that's exactly what we'll be taking a look at. Paris Saint-Germain obviously play a 4 at the back, but then switch to a 3 at the back when they have the ball. And that's exactly what we'll be seeing here. So your first player will be in the central spot. That's really simple. Then you're going to have two players in the half spots. One being Salah on the right side, cutting in, suits him better than just holding off the the right side, the wing. Then Wirtz in the other inside spot can obviously also drop. Salah can also drop to this spot. Then you want to have your two hold line touchers, which will be Kirkis. Actually, it could be a Ekitike. And then you have Frimpong on the right side, Hakimi and Nuno basically, or someone else. Then you have the double pivot of McAllister and Gravenberch. And then you have Konate, Van Dijk, and Kerkez at the back. And this is I think, how Liverpool will look. Wirtz would be absolutely insane here. Same Salah. Frimpong can use all of that pace and athleticism to cover the flank. Ekitike here, maybe Liverpool could also start with Wirtz as the left winger, then Kerkez could pitch up, and then you could change Ekitike, for example, for Szoboszlai. And then bam, you have him as more of an athletic, can drop back, or it can be the more technical McAllister, and then you have a double pivot of Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. But as we saw with Paris Saint-Germain, Achraf Hakimi had like 27 GA. Nuno Mendes had a more of a defensive role. That's why he didn't have as much GA. But you will see a lot of attacks, a lot of, Frimpong will get like 15 plus GA if Liverpool played the system. Because I definitely believe, a bit like, we saw Antonio Conte. He came to Chelsea. A lot of the Premier League copied him. Then Pep won his first Premier League title. Everyone started copying Pep. I think we'll see a lot of football teams start copying off Paris Saint-Germain. I even saw a previous report saying that Pep is trying to get some ideas from the Paris Saint-Germain team. So I think this is how Liverpool should play. It absolutely suits them. Konate is great in defending, a lot of space in behind. Van Dijk gets a little bit more defended now that he's getting a little bit older. And then you can either have Kerkez in this position, a technical like McAllister or Gravenberch. Obviously, the pressing will be very important. But I think Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain are a bit more possession side. Liverpool will be a bit more counter-attacking. And Paris Saint-Germain, if you go and look at all the big goals we scored in the Champions League last season, so many of them came from the counter-attack. And I think that's where Liverpool will be extremely scary. Let's say they're sitting back in a 4-4-2. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister to hold the left, and then Wirtz and Isak up top like that. Or even a 4-5-1 like PSG sometimes sits. And then you have the counter. You have Salah and Frimpong here from the right side. You have Wirtz going into the central area. Isak running up top. And then you have Kirkez bombing down the left side with a very, great like 5-man to defend if the worst thing happens. And I think Liverpool are absolutely cooking. Obviously, will they meet the crazy expectations everyone is putting for this team? We'll have to wait and see. But I don't want to downplay what Liverpool have done in this transfer window. This is a team that wants to win everything. This is a team that won the Premier League last season. Obviously lost out very early in the Champions League and want to have a better season than that. And that's exactly what they're showing. If you're a Liverpool fan, you should be extremely proud of your club because they're making the right decisions exactly at the right time. Signing a player like Isak, Kerkez, Wirtz, Frimpong, and obviously Ekitike. This is all great age-wise as well. That's why I'm calling this a project window. Because yes, Van Dijk and Salah just extended, but their time alongside Alisson will soon be gone. Just like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson this season now that Kerkez has been signed. Liverpool is going into a new transition under Arne Slot. And I'm not scared. I'm not scared of any team, but Liverpool, poof, I want to beat them again, man. I want to beat this great side. And you know what? The Premier League might actually be interesting. Let's see what Liverpool can do next season. But this is how I'm predicting Liverpool's setup. There have been some Liverpool fans agreeing with me, some disagreeing with me. Let me know, Liverpool fans, in the comments down below. Do you guys think you will play a bit similarly to Paris Saint-Germain last season? Not obviously a copy, but you will take IDs. Maybe you play a 3 at the back when you have the ball. Maybe we see Frimpong having an identical role of Achraf Hakimi. Salah going more inside. Isak will obviously be a demon, a bit similar to Dembele, but he will offer more striker roles, whilst Dembele offers more playmaking and dropping into the central areas, despite Isak being very good. We could also see more of a like this, like a 4-3-1-2, Wirtz in the central area, Salah as a right forward, Isak as a left forward. Perfect. Then Isak can cover this entire area, Salah this entire area. But I'm thinking of Frimpong. I think Frimpong will be attacking that right-hand side, and Salah will be going more inside this season. That's been it from my boy PSG on how Liverpool are absolutely cooking. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.